Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 2020-2021 school year, and also welcome to this open house. I'm Mr. Jones, and I'm a math teacher here at North White High School. Let's take a look at the classes that I teach. I teach 4 different subjects: geometry and honors geometry, pre-calculus and trigonometry, AP calculus, and finite math. We're going to take a look at each one of those in a little bit more detail. First of all, geometry. So geometry is simply the study of the relationships between points, lines, and surfaces, and its name comes from the Greek ge or geo, which means earth, and metria, which means measure. And so less formally, geometry is simply the study of shapes and space. And the real aim of geometry is actually not about shapes so much as it is about learning logic. Now, some of the topics we're going to be exploring in this course include various angle relationships, parallel and perpendicular lines, triangles and other polygons, and finally area and perimeter, and we're also going to touch on some trigonometry. Now, in past years, I've liked to do a lot of activities that involve edible math. So here's an example of one we did where we used Twizzlers and jelly beans to explore angle relationships. This year, we may be restricted in some of those things that we can do, but we will still try to do a lot of hands-on type activities and group work, which I love to incorporate into this and my other classes. Okay, so the next subject that I teach is pre-calculus and trigonometry, and this course is geared toward preparation for AP Calculus, but that doesn't necessarily mean that every student who takes it is going to want to go on to AP Calculus. It's good as a course in and of itself. So both semesters are dual credit courses, so this is 2 semesters. Pre-calculus is the first semester and trigonometry is the second, and they both count as dual credit through Ivy Tech, which means that your student will have an opportunity to gain some college credit through taking this course. Although it's not required that they get the college credit, they can still just take it as a high school course. We begin the course with a review of Algebra 2 and then proceed to a general study of functions. So some of the topics that we include are polynomial, power, and rational functions, exponential and logarithmic functions, trigonometric functions, limits and end behavior, and function transformations. Your student's going to find out what all of that is about as they take my course. I have up here a picture of some trigonometric functions which look kind of wavy. That's because wave functions are used to describe things like sound and light waves, and we touch on that in the trigonometry portion of this course. So the next course that I teach is called AP Calculus. This course focuses on the study of 3 topics, which your student will learn what those mean as we go through the course. Those topics are limits, derivatives, and integrals. Students will be expected to perform computations and solve problems involving these concepts. Although it's challenging and sometimes paradoxical, the study of calculus is also very rewarding. It has powerful applications in the fields of business, economics, and the physical sciences, and calculus is both elegant and practical. So this course is not a dual credit course, but a high score on the AP exam can qualify as college credit at certain colleges. Okay? All right, the last course that I teach is called Finite Math, and Finite Math is just a catch-all title for a collection of non-calculus topics in advanced mathematics. These topics tend to have applications in the fields of both business and computer science. So topics that we're going to be looking at in this course include what are called systems of equations and matrices, optimization, sets and probability, formal logic, and game theory. It's a pretty exciting class. So let's take a look at my expectations for all my classes. First of all, I expect that students would speak with one another and with myself positively, respectfully, thoughtfully, and creatively. So I don't allow put-downs or bad language in class. Secondly, I want students to come to class prepared with completed homework, necessary materials, and a ready-to-learn attitude. I want students to be willing to follow any classroom procedures, not to be out of their seat without permission, certainly not throwing anything and leaving food and drink in the locker, and of course, keeping the electronic devices put away. And then finally, to ask questions. Usually students are not the only one with a question, so to remember to raise their hands and to participate, speculate, make relevant and appropriate comments, and to engage in in-class activities. Okay. Obviously, this is going to be an unusual year. We all know this. Precautions are going to be taken in the classroom, including social distancing and masks, and frequent sanitizing. But our expectations are going to remain high for both our online students and in-class students, and those expectations are going to be the same for both groups of students. Online students will be responsible to watch the online videos that I post and to complete the assignments within the same time frame that we set for them. And we are going to be successful this year. Okay, let's end this with a short little tour of my classroom. There's not a whole lot to see because it's a relatively small room. You can see that the desks have been distanced. I have different math posters and a math clock, and usually on this little board over here I put up various math jokes and math memes. One thing I don't have set up yet this year is we're going to be setting up a math word wall which contains vocabulary related to geometry. But anyway, here's a little brief tour of my room, and I like to end with this quote by Albert Einstein, which I have on my wall. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with the problems longer. And I would encourage all students to use that as kind of a motto for how they approach things in this class. All right, well, thank you and have a great rest of your summer, what's left of it, and see you guys in class.